Welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you all of my favorite palettes for summer looks. Some are old, some are new, but I checked and all of them are still being sold. So I figured I could give you some new ideas on using things you already have in your collection, or maybe buying something new if that's what you're into. If that sounds good to you, then stick around. Let's get started. Hi, my name's Heather Eaglen. If this is your first time here, welcome. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie makeup. If you like those things too, then subscribe to my channel, click the little bell for notifications of all my future uploads, and like this video. Let's get into today's video. So I went through my whole collection and I have 18 palettes here. Some are old, like I said, and some are new, but I think you could create summer looks with all of these palettes. So I wanted to maybe give everyone some inspiration on what they could use that's already in their collection to create something cute and bright for the summer. This is the Escape Pod by KALEIDOS. They have one of my favorite formulas, but as you can see, this palette is so bright and beautiful. You have pastels down here in the bottom, and you have all these bright colors on top, and all these shimmers are so just beautiful. Most of them are light, so you could really create a bright inner corner with it, get some contrast. You could add this deep shade to any of these, give some deep contrast to the outer corner. This is a very good palette. I love it, and I also love the packaging. This is one of the first palettes from Glamlite. It is the Street Taco palette, and it is beautiful. I love all the bright colors in here. Oranges and greens are some of my favorite colors to wear, but this is a perfect palette for summer. You could even put a wash of this, like one of these brighter tones in your crease, and then use a lighter shimmer on your lid. That would be really pretty too. This is a great palette from Colourpop. It's in the Limelight. It's still on the site. It goes from really light to really dark, so you could get the depth in there, like I said, and use the lighter shade for your inner corner. It's a gorgeous palette. I love the green. The green shifts. This is one of my favorite palettes from Colourpop, and as you can see, it's orange. I got it when these first came out. I bought the collection. It was like 5 palettes in there. I don't know if they still sell that, but they do still sell this. And the orange tones in this are so unique. I have over 100 palettes, and I have nothing else like this in my collection. The center shade is pressed glitter, and I don't typically like pressed glitters, but the ones from Colourpop are different. They're just, you know, some of them are like really flaky and they look uneven when you lay them on, but these are not. They're very thick. It's very pretty. This is one of my top 3 favorite brands. This is Odenseye, and I freaking love this palette. It's me in a palette. The blues, like, come on. That, like I said, there's light to deep, so you could get a lot of contrast in your looks if you like that. Me, I do love that. You could use this black. This is a really good black too, by the way. The purple, the blue. It's just a gorgeous palette, and you could get a lot of different types of looks from it, and you could get a lot of really great summer looks from it. The Sweet Pinks by JUVIAS Place. I love this brand also. And look how bright. Oh my god, this is just so pretty. I really don't use this palette enough, but I highly recommend checking out anything from their brand, especially that. Here's the Margarita Glamlite palette. I bought this in a 4 palette set, but you can also buy these individually. This is perfect for summertime. Like, you could tell by the front, like, it's made for summer. The pastels and the pink and the orange and the reds, you could just create such a beautiful look with this. I'm starting a series on my channel where I upload a short every day, like using one of these palettes and creating a fun summer look. I thought that could be fun. This is my absolute favorite brand. This is Unearthly Cosmetics. This isn't for sale. It's either not for sale or it's not in stock. But if you already have it, I highly recommend you creating a fun look with this one as well. Because the shades in this palette are just so bright and fun. And this, look at that. Even if you can't get this palette and you don't have it, I would go to Unearthly's site and just look and see what they have in stock, because their formula is my absolute favorite. And they just did the Heather Austin collab, and it's still in stock as I'm making this video. This one's not 100% summer, but you could make summer looks with this, with anything in these rows. You could do the greens and this blue. Oh, look, it's like a blue to green to purple. Let me see if I got some space here. Just look at the shifts. I don't know if the camera will catch them, but they're beautiful. And these shimmers here, they're just beautiful. They're light. You know how I was saying you could use like one of the bright colors and then do a lighter shimmer on your lid? This is what I'm talking about. Like, that's beautiful. These are in stock still. These are the Odenseye collaboration palettes. I believe it's called the Perfect World Collection. This is the Betty Jean, also known as Batty Bean on YouTube. This is her palette she created, which is absolutely perfect for summer. It's so bright and fun, and the shimmers are so impactful. The metallics, this is a duochrome right here. There's two more in that collection. This is the Makeup Just for Fun, and this is just a beautiful palette as well. And this is also a duochrome. This is the Lauren Mae Beauty. It's the Seatalk palette, and this one's beautiful too. You could do any kind of look. You could do a neutral look and then pop this green in your inner corner, and it's gonna make it bright and perfect for summer. This is a great palette to have. This is a Colourpop Fade into Hue, and as you can tell, it's a rainbow palette, and it's perfect for summer, these bright shades. I love having this palette because, you know, when I'm doing a look and I need a deepening up shade, or I need a pastel to blend something out, this is one of the palettes that I always pull out to go with other palettes. It's just a great companion palette, but it's also great to just have it on its own. This is one of my favorite palettes. This is the Glamlite Barbie Dream Summer palette. The color story in this palette is beautiful. Like, the tones of these shades are very unique. You don't get them anywhere else. Like this murky yellow or this teal. This is like a blurple. It's like a purple and a blue. And the deepening up shades in here are amazing. But I would like for this palette to go lighter than it actually does, but it doesn't. So what would be perfect for me would be to add these two palettes together, and then I have the blending out shades and the inner corner shades, and they worked perfectly together. I love them both. This one is the Serenity palette by Cosmic Brushes. Right now it's out of stock, but as of tomorrow it is going to be restocked, and then it's going to be restocked again next month when they have their new release, which we don't know what that is yet. But this palette keeps selling out for a reason. This is a unique color story you don't see often. The formula in here is amazing, impeccable. You get this beautiful topper shade that's like a white to a green, a blue. There's even a little bit of purple in here. It's just gorgeous. The saturation in these shadows and their blendability, it's, like I said, perfect. You can deepen the shades up, and this is a gorgeous palette, and it's annoying that it keeps selling out, I understand, but it's definitely worth the wait. This is a Blend Bunny Cosmetics palette. This is the Surge palette. This is their only palette that I own, and I do want to get more because the formula in this palette is beautiful. And it has all of my favorite things. The light pastels, the neons. Usually when you get neons, they don't really have pigment to them, so they look dusty. These are wonderful. And the shimmers are great. And then they have a deep shade for every color. You could mix up rose, or you could stay within the line if you just want something simple. So, I mean, it's really a great palette and a great formula. And it was made for summer. This is the Glamlite Cake palette. This is a beautiful rainbow palette. I just love the greens in here. All of these bright shades are just perfect for summertime. And this is my favorite summer palette. This palette was made for summer. This is the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. And I mean, look how cute the freaking packaging is. I went crazy when this palette came out. It came in like a little ice cream truck. So freaking cute. But the pastels, this is a great palette on its own, but if you're someone like me who likes the deep dark outer corner and the light inner corner, this is a great companion palette to mix with my other palettes, like the Barbie palette that I was talking about goes great with this, because then I have my lighter shades down here to blend it out with. But yeah, I love all of these. I didn't pull them out in any particular order or anything like that, because that would just be too hard. But I recommend all of the brands. I definitely recommend all of these palettes, and I'll try to have them all linked down in the description box for you. Like I said, I'm also going to try to create shorts using all of these palettes and give everyone some fun ideas for looks that they can create. I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. And don't forget to click like down below, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for notifications of all my future uploads. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end. Bye.